The operation started with a simple cup of stew. By 0400, everyone had finished their hot, hearty breakfasts and begun to prep grenades. Thousands of warriors dressed in muted greens swayed with the rolling grey decks of the ships of the convoy beneath the meagre light of the stars. Closer to the coast, the large ships split apart. The troops would attack at 6 separate locations. Once nearer their location, British officer Captain Patrick Anthony Porteous helped his soldiers into position in the small, flat-bottomed boats that would take them the rest of the way. The propellers churned into motion. They headed for the chalky cliffs forming the dark skyline, a slight breeze from the stern nudging them landward. The destination for Porteous's group was a sloping, pebbly shore codenamed Orange Beach 2, located inside a curving hook of land in the northeast of Normandy, France. Their target cliffs tapered down to the west of the small resort town of Dieppe, and the other landing beaches, codenamed Yellow, Red, White, Green, and Blue, lay to their left in the east. Porteous and his soldiers had watched tracer rounds briefly track across the skies during an unplanned encounter with armed trawlers during the Channel crossing, but the continued welcoming blink of a lighthouse on shore indicated that the scuffle had not triggered any alarms among the Germans. It was lucky because, for this group, that lighthouse was the primary means for navigation. They had limited maps, and no other visible beacons. The Orange Beach party was divided into groups 1 and 2, and their joint objective sounded simple: silence the big guns in a reinforced artillery battery high on the cliff. If the battery was left intact, the German troops inside could lob mortar after gigantic explosive mortar at the other 5 Allied beach locations, including the main landing sites. Group 1 would shimmy up a rain-carved gully in the cliff face and distract the enemy from the front. Group 2 would land to the west and sneak around behind. Porteous and his 30 soldiers, who formed half of F Troop of the British No. 4 Commando, had been designated part of Group 2. Captain Porteous had no idea what the true mission of the entire raid was, but like most soldiers, he knew that his role was not to reason why. His role was to destroy his assigned battery.